be anywhere from 50 to 300 people. And we take them out. We got boats like this. We also, the agencies help us. We take people out and they pick up trash from the shores and islands. Usually they're out for about 3 hours, and 200 people in 3 hours will pick up an average of 6 to 10 tons of trash out of there. And the other thing we do learning festivals for 4th to 6th graders. We found the middle school kids, junior high school kids are more into looking cool and being friends, but 4th to 6th graders are really open. They don't mind asking stupid questions. We take field trips out for high school students, and we also take college classes out on field trips. We've been doing an annual trip with the University of Missouri ecological forestry class, and it's just great because we can check all different types of forests and different successions. Because the river, since '93 flood, has really flattened a lot of areas, so you got new growth and then you got old growth. But the main thing we do is trash cleanups. And but at our learning festival, I'll ask kids, 4th and 5th graders, I'll say, how many of you guys have played soccer? I'll do it with you guys. How many of you guys have played tennis? How many of you guys have played softball? Football? Anyway, they've all raised their hands, and I say, have you ever lost a ball, like kicked a soccer ball into the weeds or a tennis ball? Well, what happens to that ball? Well, you know, the next time it rains, it gets into a ditch, and then it goes into a creek, and eventually ends up into the river. And one thing that we find a lot of on the Missouri River is balls. All kinds of balls. You know, and sometimes they'll go, can I have that ball? Here's a soccer ball, here's a basketball, here's a little toy bowling ball, football, there's got to be a softball in here. Looks like a baseball. And we do find bowling balls, real bowling balls. They don't float very high, but they do float. So this is the real deal. You know, that is a bowling ball. So anyway, we find just hundreds of these balls, and you know, it's interesting, and I don't know if you guys, anyone here teaches physics or anything like that? No? We often find these spheres will collect in a certain area, like in the woods, you know, it's like all of a sudden you'll find a whole bunch of balls, and there's something about when the river comes up and floats these things in, and they're all kind of in, you know, they're the same shape, and they undergoing the same force, and then when they get dropped out, there's just, oftentimes they're all big collections of balls you find just all at once.
I bet they're reproducing.
Right.
Do you donate those balls?
You know, I would really like to. Some of the balls we find are really good. I mean, like leather basketballs, leather soccer balls. It's like, you know, there's low-income school districts that can use them, but they typically just get thrown away. What we do with our trash is we try to properly dispose of it. We recycle as much as we can, but the recyclers don't really like it because it's sometimes full of mud or sand. We got to take their tires to a certain place. Scrap metal, they take our scrap metal, and we'll try to recycle aluminum and plastic and glass, but it's been kind of difficult. Pretty much a nice recycler will take it off our hands. Otherwise, we at least get it out of the river. I mean, instead of it being an illegal dump, then it goes to a landfill. And the most common thing we find on the river, the most common trash, anybody got a guess?
Plastic bags.
No, plastic bottles. Unbelievable. We do find a lot of cans, and we do, what did you say?
Plastic bags.
We do find a lot of those, but they're typically kind of get buried in the sand and are hard to find. You can find them up in the trees at a high water event. But plastic bottles, it's unbelievable the amount of plastic bottles that we produce. We find, you know, detergent, oil, a lot of soda, liquor bottles, water bottles. And so when we go on cleanups, we always make sure that we give people disposable water bottles, reusable water bottles, like this.
Yeah.
And so before we do a cleanup, we always go out on the river and we scout for trash and we map it. Because if you're going to take 300 people out in 3 hours, you have to be really efficient and really safe. And so you have to know where to take the people. And so we typically clean up like a 10-mile stretch. We typically clean up 5 miles upstream and 5 miles downstream, both banks. And but a few years ago, we've been doing this for almost 10 years now. And in 10 years, we've taken more than 12,000 people out of the river. I would say 80% of them, it's their first time on the river. Most people experience it on a bridge, you know, looking down on it for like 30 seconds. and we've gotten more than 1 million pounds of trash out of the river in that 10 years. Our learning festivals and field trips, we basically have gotten more than 10,000 students and teachers. But we decided instead of just doing individual, we needed to get scouts and maps, we needed to do a mega scout and do the entire river. And so this is a map, I don't know if you guys can see this with the sun. This is a map of the Missouri River Basin. It goes as far north as Canada. It starts here at Three Rivers here in Wyoming, and then it comes down here to the Mississippi near St. Louis. The highest point on in the basin is Long's Peak in Rocky Mountain National Park. It's 14,000 plus feet. And if it's on the east side, the snow that melts goes to the Platte River, then the Missouri River. On the west side, it goes to the Colorado River. So anyway, 14,000 feet, and I think it's about 400, 500 elevation down here. The stretch of river that we do, I don't know if you can see in the map, but there's a series of reservoirs. I think there's 5 of them up here. And the last dam on the Missouri River, way out there. It's hard to read it upside down. Oh, Gavin's Point. Okay, this is the last dam. There's like 5 of them. And so this is our stretch of the river that we clean up. So we started just below Gavin's Point Dam where the Army Corps started to put in the navigation channel in Sioux City. It's like 760 river miles from the mouth. And we got 2 boats, one on each side, and we had a ground crew to support them. And then we went all the way down the river, looking at the shore and trying to say, this is really trashy. That was like level 5 trash, down to very clean, which was level 1. And we created a map all the way from Sioux City, all the way down to the Mississippi River. This is where we started in Sioux City. Can you guys see this okay?
Yeah.
Started up here, it was very clean, and once you got to the city, then we started to get accumulations of trash. Now, the city's like right here, and right across the river, there was just this whole bunch of trash. See that red zone? And then light green was trashy, and blue was less trashy. If we found a site that was like a dump site, we would mark it on the map with one of these red dots. And here you can see, where's the other? Oh, you got it there?
Yeah.
There's a picture of the dump site, so people would take pictures of it, and then we would actually, we were making a map, GIS map, and Daniel Belshe was our map maker. He was why don't you tell us what you were a student?
Yeah, I was a student over at University of Missouri, and I was doing GIS and geology then. And we started up the MegaStat project. We basically build a big database on the computer, and you can upload all of your GPS units of all these, everything from refrigerators to cars to tire dumps, anything you want, and then we can take pictures of all that stuff as we're going down the river, and we can link them to each spot on the map. And the actual system that we have now is it's an actual database where you can go in through the map, and we can zoom into a section of the river where we're going to be working on for that cleanup, and actually click around and actually look at what was there. And each mile of the river, usually we made notes about what it was, whether it was just lots of scattered trash or bottles and cans or tire dumps or recreational spots. We found beaches that had a lot more recreational trash, beer cans, that kind of thing. That's one place that we could always keep coming. We know there's going to be garbage there every year, so we can keep going back there. With this system, we can actually go through and look at roads, some different road systems through here, and you can actually tell like access points where you're gonna find more trash along the river, where people can actually get access and they'll be pushing off refrigerators and that kind of thing along.
Now, can you access that through?
We're still working on that. They're wanting to try and get it put up on Google Earth, which is we've got another one internally.
So you can't go just online?
Not yet.
Not yet. It's a new project we're starting. But yeah, it's got a lot of, we went through and got all the information for
all these little yellow points are the dikes that stick out. So you can usually find trash behind those.